Alright, y'all, so today we're going to be doing another Halo dig site playthrough, or walkthrough so to speak. Kind of changing it up a bit. Instead of just doing basic empty multiplayer maps that were cut from the game, we're going to go into some of the lost levels, so to speak, that were cut from Halo 2's development. Now, whether these were actually intended from the final game, some of them weren't intended at all. Some of them were at some point. But regardless, these are the ones released by the dig site team. So the first of these we have is Archaeology, which has a description of city fight. So let's get into it. From when I played at this little map and level, it's kind of it's very much inspired by that 2003 demo of Halo 2 with that big, ambitious, wide open city, right? That we never really got to see in the final game. So let's get into it. Got a warthog right here. As you can see, the city is it's much more bigger and open. It's very much bigger and open, more big and open than the final sections of New Mombasa we got in the final game. And like I said, it has a lot of inspiration from the E3 demo. I'm not too sure if at one point this was supposed to be, like maybe a placeholder or an indication that, you know, there was supposed to be more open city sections in the game that we never got to see. It's also kind of modeled and designed after like a multiplayer map. So this area could have been a multiplayer map, so. Oh my gosh, bro. Some of these lines are hilarious. Alright, there's a rocket launcher right here. Alright, there's an elite. Let's get him. Yeah, unlike a lot of the maps that we've already covered in this series, a lot of them were just empty, plain multiplayer maps, but this one actually has a little bit of objectives and enemies, so, which is cool. City alert, youth of New Mombasa, your city needs you. Join the Dirty Covenant Zealots. That's hilarious. That's kind of cool. Little promotion right there. Okay, this is really cool right here. If y'all don't know what this is, it's a shadow, obviously from the final game. But the biggest difference is there's actually a little troop seat carrier thing here that was actually a cut variation of the shadow from the final game, believe it or not. I believe that they didn't finish the animation, so that like, some of the enemies are just going to legit just be standing on this thing. But it's really cool that we can actually see this now. Yeah, see? I can't obviously sit on it since it's not, you know, they didn't make it where the player could, but it's still cool. Like the little design of the city. Got these little Matrix-inspired little neon things going on. Kind of interesting. It's overall just a bigger area of New Mombasa we never got to see. Very cool. Very cool. Even got some civilian cars. They're here. Fronts Tacos. Yeah, very much, I think it's a reference to one of the maps in Halo 3. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, bro, come on. How did that happen? Oh, it restarted me, bruh. Alright. I think it's because I have some skulls on. That's why it restarted me. It's a bit annoying, but it's fine. Alright. Let's get this. Is the Wraith taken out, or? Oh, shoot. Oh my goodness, okay. What? Did a grunt come out of nowhere or something? Alright. Yeah, but like I said, unlike a lot of cut maps and levels we got to see, a lot of these actually have enemies on them. Alright, where's this other elite? There's another... There he is. Did they just spawn in? Okay, I'm tired of this motherfucker. Come on. Come on. Pussy. It's kind of... Ow! What the hell? Did you just ram us? Come on. The animation for Chief punching is hilarious. Alright. There we go. Yeah, a lot of these neon signs and aesthetic, very much familiar to New Mombasa, and it's general how interesting how Bungie approached cities, like human cities in the universe, so... Oh, I like that ghost. Give me that ghost. Oh, you just killed that Marine right there. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. This game is like 20 years old and the gameplay is still solid. Really just a testament. Alright. But yeah, the design aesthetic is pretty similar to the new Mombasa we got in the universe. It's just a lot more civilian cars and these weird neon signs and electric things here. I'm not sure if they were placeholders, maybe. They were going to put signs later, or that was just the general vibe they were going with, but very interesting. Yeah, so checkpoint. There are checkpoints and little waypoints, so... Pretty cool. As you can see, all the buildings and architecture look nice. They just look kind of unfinished. So there's a phantom right over there. Ah, come on. I missed the rocket launcher back there. I could have used that. Here, I'm gonna get that fuel rod cannon while I'm at it. Alright. Alright. Yeah, as you can see right here, they actually have the old New Mombasa skybox from the E3 demo. Just a very interesting fact to note. I'm not sure, like I said, this may have been a level that was cut from the game, and I fell down, of course. Okay, thank God. I was gonna say if it started me from the beginning, I'd have been mad. But yeah, the E3 demo, New Mombasa skybox is there, so once again, maybe more clues that at some point this might have been a cut section of the New Mombasa. Ooh, okay, go ahead and... I hate phantoms. Alright, give me this. Is there another enemy here? There's one below me. Boom. Okay. But yeah, definitely a lot of work was put into this. It doesn't look finished though. A lot of textures seem like a lot of flat surfaces, and a lot of areas just seem unfinished. Like this area just sort of cuts off and does this, which I'm not sure that was part of the original idea. But yeah, the skybox from the E3 demo, so that's interesting. If there's any information on this sort of cut map or level, I would love to know about it. Yeah, it's not too much to go on so far. I do like it so far. I mean, it seems pretty simple. You're just making your way through the map and killing enemies, so It's not really too much of a narrative. Alright. And now we have this section of the map, which seems even more bare bones than that part of the map, because there's nothing here. I mean, there's streets, there's buildings, they all have textures. They're solid, but there's nothing to it. I mean, it all looks very flat. Very big, but just very flat. So, kind of an interesting little side note there. Looks like our waypoint's over there, so let's go check it out. I wish I had a ghost or something to just make this whole thing faster. There's a bunch of enemies over there, but I might as well skip ahead and go over here. Alright. And getting me. Is he trying to get his buddies or something? Okay. Then we have the plasma cannon here, which you didn't know was actually a detachable weapon originally, but they had to cut it, so another cut thing from Halo 2. So, okay. So now we are in the archaeology playground. So I'm guessing that was the end of the level. It just ends very abruptly, which, I don't know how to feel about that, to be honest. I mean, it seems cool, like I said. It's cool to fight enemies and stuff and check out the map. Other than that, there's not much to it. So I'm guessing this is, kind of like the playground, I guess. The, playground showing off all the things and tools. Got some weapons, vehicles. Ooh, alright, so let's definitely go this one by one. Ooh, okay, so this is actually really cool. So this is actually the original battle rifle. Now, if you didn't know, the battle rifle in Halo 2 was originally more like the DMR from Halo Reach. It was just a single-shot rifle. And, you know, if you've seen the E3 demo footage for Halo 2, this thing was the weapon they used in it. It looks pretty much identical, except the fact that it had a way bigger scope and kind of a different design and elements. I think more curved with the gun, but the fact they have it here is amazing. So, it's really cool they added this. I do prefer this over the original, just because I like the 3-round burst more, but it's cool that it was an idea they thought of. There's an SMG here. As far as I can see, it doesn't look any different, so this was just probably just placed there. Nothing to it. Alright, and then the sniper rifle, which it looks pretty much the same as the final game. I don't know if the bolt went back when you fired it. I mean, I could be wrong. Like I said, I don't always pay attention to things, but when it comes to guns, but yeah, that's kind of cool. It's just a sniper rifle, not much to it. Now we have these vehicles, which are all of these are actually cut from Halo 2, I believe. So let's get into it. So the first thing we have is this turret, which it looks, from what I remember, the machine gun is pretty standard in Halo 2. But this looks like a different version of it. It's got like it's got like a giant drum mag on it, pretty much, and like two like belts of bullets going into it. And the model of it looks very similar to the Halo 2 assault, or the Halo 1 assault rifle. Which is, I'm not sure that was intentional or that's just how the design looked, but kind of an alternate machine gun. I like it though. I think it's cool. I really like the design of it. I think it looks really cool, so. Alright, now we have the Rocket Hog. Yes, sir. If you didn't know, Halo 2 was supposed to have the Rocket Hog at one point. And it looks like it made it pretty far in development because there was like some screenshots of it for the multiplayer. But for whatever reason, it got cut from the final game. So it's just the same thing as a normal Warthog, but it has a different rocket turret on the back. Obviously, the one that we got from the final game has a more of a different design for shooting off rockets. Well, in this game, it has a more of a horizontal, or excuse me, vertical design with the barrels being vertical. It also makes a cool little sound effect, as you can hear. It also shoots a lot more rockets than the one from the final game we got in Reach, I believe. I mean, look at this shit. I mean, it just shoots off a big round of rockets. I really like the design of it. It's even got a little interface, as you can see here. I mean, look at this. I mean, I'm just spamming the trigger, bruh, and it's not stopping. I'm sure there would have been maybe some kind of cooldown or something if they added it to the final game, but I mean, this is ridiculous. Look at this. I'm just going crazy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, very cool. I do like the design of it. In terms of other features, I mean, it looks like the same as a normal Warthog, though. So, but I really like it. It's a shame this got cut from the game. All right, so let's check out the other thing, which is the civilian cars, which I don't know. I think they might have been in Halo 2, but we could never drive them. And wow, look at this. Bro, you can drive the civilian car. That's crazy. A Halo 2, a Halo 2 New Mombasa car. In terms of like controls and mechanics, it drives just like a Warthog though, and it feels weird because this type of car really shouldn't drive like a Warthog, because that's a Jeep kind of car. Well, this one's a normal size passenger car, so it's very odd. I'm sure this was probably an idea Bungie considered, but they never properly finished the gameplay and the mechanics for it. I mean, the fact you're seeing a Spartan, like a heavy-ass Spartan driving this car is hilarious. It's got these little Lamborghini-like doors here. Nothing, I mean, it looks modeled, but no actual lights or anything in there, and looks pretty nice. Can we blow it up? Yeah, yeah, look at that. Ooh, I need my battle rifle. There you go. Alright. So, yeah. Pretty cool. I like it. Alright, so then we have this little guy, which looks hilarious. I'm sure this probably wasn't an actual vehicle considered for the game. It was probably just a joke by the developers, but I mean, this thing looks so cute. It's called the Piglet, which is hilarious. So, alright, let's check it out. And look at Chief. Aww. Look at Chief and his little Warthog, bruh. he's like trying to learn how to drive it. And look at one of the panels is at the bottom. Oh my goodness. All right, let's whip it. Let's whip it. Oh my goodness. Jesus, this thing is fast. I mean, maybe it's just the size, but this thing is whipping. It is fast. Look at this thing. Oh, it goes a bit fast. You can slide off the map easily. Oh my goodness. He's even got little lights in the back to stop. That's so cute. Oh my goodness. This is adorable, bruh. This is adorable. I love this. Obviously, this was probably never intended for the final game, but I mean, look at this thing. It is adorable. Oh, I love it. It's even got the little thing on the side, the little antenna. Like it's like a remote control car. Alright, and the next vehicle we have here that is that was cut from Halo 2, that's really pretty infamous, right, is the Mongoose, which was a vehicle that originally, if you didn't know, was supposed to be in Halo 2. And now it's actually put into this map for the first time, and it's playable. And I mean, look at this thing. Obviously, this design has a pretty radical design, a radically different design from Halo 3, which had a more of a military design. I've noticed that the mongoose from Halo 2 has a much more of a just a simple ATV design, but it looks really complete. It looks like it was fully modeled out. I know that this thing made pretty far. It made it pretty far in development, but it got cut from the final game. And he's even got this cute little antenna on it. He's even got some animations of like Chief trying to like adjust for like the suspension and the hops and stuff, which is really cool. I really like it. It moves pretty fast too. I would say it's a bit sluggish. Ooh. I would say, like I was saying, it's pretty sluggish in controls though, and this thing just caught on fire, which I think some of the physics didn't get worked out fully, so it seems a bit sluggish, but also very fast. I wouldn't say it's bad, but when you hit like bumps and stuff, it like, I don't know what it is, but the collision thinks it's like breaking the vehicle or something, even though this is an ATV, so it's supposed to take these hits anyway. But I do kind of like it. I think it's a really cool alternate version of the mongoose. As you can see, it's even got little headlights right here, and it's very detailed, so I like it. It seems like that was all the cut vehicles from this map. I know that what's kind of cool about this mongoose too, if you didn't know, was the fact that it was actually made canon in Halo 2, or the Halo universe, excuse me. It's basically in the canon, it's basically said this thing was like the original prototype of the mongoose. Like, it was the first generation of it. Like, basically the prototype, and then the one that we got in Halo 3 was like the final model, so yeah. I kind of like it. Like I said, I think some of the collision and some things about it are a bit off. Like, it's not fully worked out and everything, but it's pretty cool. It's got a horn on it too, like a lot of vehicles. I like it. It's just some of the collision. And it's just the nature that this, the map's on. It's a very bumpy map, so it's pretty cool. So yeah, it looks like this is the playground version of the map, not the actual mission. Okay. I'm gonna try to go to the other side of the map and see if I can see if there's anything else available to they left for us to explore. All right, let's get in here. Be very gentle. All right. I just keep hitting everything, bruh. I would say it's also much more wider, too, I just noticed to the mongoose we got. Alright. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, looks like there's nothing here. I was just curious. I would say it's pretty fast too, which I like. It's just, I don't like the collision. It, like, whenever time it, like, when it goes uphill, it thinks it's hitting something. So, like I said, I think all the physics probably weren't worked out fully on this thing yet. I know, like I said, this thing looks like it really made it far in development, but they cut it because they felt it didn't work with the vehicles in the game or something, which I can kind of see, but I think this thing is really cool, so. Alright, this is a dead end. Anything here? Yeah, it's a giant abyss. So yeah. It's kind of cool to driving this thing around, and it's really awesome that we finally got our hands on it and we can actually use it. So in terms of like integrating these cut vehicles into multiplayer or other things, I'm not entirely sure the logistics of that. I think maybe I think maybe there is some way to maybe include the mongoose in some of the maps, or maybe playing this map is the only way to get the mongoose. I'm not entirely sure. Since it was a cut vehicle and it's only been enabled by mods, so not too sure of the logistics of getting this thing into other maps besides this one, but I mean, I think it's just a really cool find that we were even able to play this thing, so yeah. Yeah, it's also got, like a nice sliding groove to it, which I like, actually. I don't think the mongoose from the final game, like from 3, has that nice slide, which I like the slide of it. I just think some of the collision and shit needs to be fixed with it, though. But I do like it. Just needs a bit more work put onto it. So yeah. Overall, though, that was the map. Archaeology. Not a bad map. The mission's pretty vague, but all you're doing is basically just going to 2 sides of the map. One side more finished the other in defeating Covenant forces. And the playground version is just kind of nothing to it except cut vehicles and weapons, which include the famous mongoose here, and also some other weapons like this battle rifle. But yeah, this was the map Archaeology. Pretty cool. Kind of a cool little deep dive into some cut content from Halo 2. So yeah. Hope you all liked the video. In the continuing following up videos, so to speak, we're just going to continue playing these lost levels and missions from Halo 2 and basically explore them for y'all. So overall, hope y'all liked the video. That was Archaeology. See ya.